Just like physical exercise helps you to build physical strength, there are things that you might need to do to build your emotional strength so that you stop being a reactive person, you stop being a moody person, and then become someone who is happy, understands themselves, fully self-aware, and you're able to manage situations and curveballs as they come across your way. Hello there, my name is Tolu Akinyemi. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's a privilege to be in your space again. Thank you if you're a returning subscriber, and if this is your first time here, you're very, very much welcome. Please do all to hit the subscribe button and stay till the end to watch what I have to say. Today, I'm going to be talking about building emotional strength. Emotions are so important to me because I feel that this is one area of my life that I've felt tested the most because of my personality type. I'm an introvert. I've learned to, stay silent, quiet most of my life. It's a lot. And you have a lot of people, you meet different people, different personalities. You'll be in situations that will bring me out of my comfort zone, which is just to be by myself. So it's a lot to deal with. And because I observe by nature, I just see people do things, see people, it's amazing watching people, observing them, seeing the things that they do. And human behavior is very, very let's say amazing. When you see people do things and you're just wondering, wow, you see people do different things, and it's just, we are just different, we're just unique. God has created us with so much. It's very interesting. If everybody was like me, the world would be very, very boring. So we have different personality types, and today I'm going to be talking about building emotional strength such that you're able to be self-aware. At the end of this video, I'll be talking about tips that I want you to take away with you. You'll be able to recognize how to process your emotions, and little things here and there that you can do, practicable steps to build emotional strength. And the first I'm going to start with is recognizing and processing your emotions. I have a video on emotions, and it talks about emotions being signals in your body telling you that something is going on. The emotions that you feel, they don't just go away like that, especially the challenging ones, like when you're feeling angry, when you have some feelings of anxiety, when you're worried. Those kind of feelings, they don't really go away on their own, and they are pointers to probably unmet needs, maybe a boundary that has been crossed that is making you upset. Someone could have made a comment that made you upset, and if you just leave them unresolved, they begin to cause even physical discomfort for you. They also begin to build up such that you might have an outburst at the unexpected place, to the unintended person. It might just be a little thing that someone says. Probably someone has made a comment before that made you feel awful, made you feel bad, and it's built up over time. Something else just happens, something so little that you could have easily overlooked if you were feeling okay. But because of that build-up, you just have that outburst, and it's like, everybody starts looking at you as if, something has gone wrong upstairs. And I see this happen a lot. It happens a lot. I'm sure if you observe enough, you would know. Even you yourself, you will know that I'm snapping too much. And as mothers, or as wherever it is you find yourself, you're a mom, you will know. Sometimes little things can just irritate you. It's because something has been brewing up on the inside of you. So it's important that we pay attention to our emotions, pay attention to our feelings, and be able to process them. How would you be able to process these emotions that you feel? First is to label it. How do I feel? Do I feel embarrassed? Do I feel disappointed? Do I feel angry? Do I feel anxious? What is it that you're feeling? Identify it. Label it. When you label it, it helps you to know what you are working with, and then you can now try to express that emotion that you feel. There are different outlets that you can use. For me, I like to journal, so you can write it out. you can talk to somebody, you can exercise. It's almost like that emotion you feel is internalized, but you need a way to release it out. It's so much energy in your body, you need to be able to release it out. That's sometimes you see, maybe you're watching boxers, like people who go to the boxing ring or go to the gym, and you see some level of aggression in the way the person is punching that bag. It's some kind of energy. If you ask them, it might be something that has happened and they're just trying to transfer all of that. So look for an outlet that you can use that works for you to be able to transfer that internalized energy and to be able to release it out. So you need to be able to express it. Emotional strength or resilience is not built in a day. It takes time. So you need to learn to recognize what it is, label it, see outlets that you can use to express it. And after expressing it, you need to take action. Take, for instance, you might be feeling resentful because of a comment that somebody made. After you've been able to let it out, you're in a calmer state of mind, you can choose to address it. Oh, this comment you made, I felt this way when you said this. That saying I is helping you to take responsibility for how you feel. You are not pointing, accusing fingers. Because one thing I've noticed with us as human beings is if somebody comes to you and it feels like it's an attack, the first thing you want to do is your walls come up, you want to put up a defense. If you're trying to let somebody know, oh, you've done this to me, I felt this way, and the person puts up a defense, it creates more frustration for you as an individual. The anger will go off to the top. It creates more frustration. So if you're able to release that emotion that you feel, and then you come back to address it, being mindful of you expressing how that situation has made you feel, it helps to put it in a way that you're not putting the blame on this person. You're not pushing all the blame on the person and their guard is not up. They are not building up a defense, because it's just natural to want to defend yourself when you feel like you're being attacked. Somebody's just straight, if people come at you like this, and I see that even in groups, some kind of group dynamics. Something happens and you feel like this person has trespassed, this person has done this, and you all come for the person. If it's me, I will put up a defense. Or you see the person just walk out, and then you tell the person, no, this is not the time to be brave. The person is going to be brave because nobody likes to feel embarrassed. If we are being sincere, everybody has that ego, that thing. We all have it in us. You don't want to feel embarrassed. You don't want to feel little in a group. You don't want all those kind of things. So you need to identify such and know how to relate. You try to express it on your own, and then you need to take action. So the action could be speaking to the person who probably made a comment and made you feel some way, or maybe you're becoming resentful because you're feeling overworked. Taking action might be saying, oh, I will not be able to do this now, saying no, that kind of thing. So that is one, acknowledging the emotion that you feel and processing it. That is one. Another thing, the second thing I'll talk about in building emotional strength is positive self-talk. It's unfortunate that the way the mind is, the negative seeds, the negative thoughts, you don't need too much effort. They will just come. If you allow them, they will sit there and it will drive you into depression. It doesn't take too much effort. But you see the positive seeds, the things that will build you, it takes being intentional. It's just like weed anywhere. Open field, the weed will grow effortlessly, but the thing that you really go and plant, you need to tend it, water it, remove the weed. It needs so much care and attention. It's the same thing with your mind. Your mind is a garden and you need to tend it. This thing I'm saying is also for myself. You need to tend it. For people like also who go into our thoughts a lot, instead of just staying there, be mindful and catch yourself if you're holding on to a negative thought. Once you see that this thing is not right, catch it immediately and refrain reframe that thought. Instead of saying, oh, I am failing at this. No, this is a learning call for me. Something has happened. This is a learning call for me. I'm learning and I would improve on this. Instead of saying, oh, I am failing or I've failed, or instead of seeing whatever it is that has happened as a permanent marker, like it's your identity. So the first thing, acknowledge and process your emotions. Second is positive self-talk. And the third one is practicing boundaries or setting up boundaries. Boundaries is a very broad topic. Even I myself, I'm still learning about boundaries. But how you will know that a boundary has been crossed is when you start feeling resentful about certain things. When you start feeling somehow, when you just feel it. It feels like someone encroached into your space. It's a boundary that's been crossed. Somebody said something, it made you feel somehow. It's a boundary that's been crossed. So those are pointers to show you areas of your life that you may need to set boundaries. If you're becoming resentful because you're getting overworked, boundaries can look like, oh, maybe your boss says you should do something. It might look like you saying, oh, I have this and this to do. Do you want me to put this aside and prioritize this new task? So if the person is prioritizing this new task for you, if they say yes, you're prioritizing this, that means you have the permission to do it. And if you don't get all these things done, all these other things, it is like you have the approval to sort this out, finish it, and then later you can go back to the other things, instead of expecting you to deliver on the things that you already have and this new thing. And it might take a while to learn it, especially if you're someone who is used to just saying yes, and adding more responsibilities. And so if you're feeling that you're getting overworked, burnt out, it's possible that your boundaries have been crossed. Boundaries is about the limits of things that you can take. So boundaries can look like that. Boundaries can look like, oh no, sorry, I won't be able to attend this meeting because I already have this, I already have that. It already shows people where to draw the line. Boundaries could be like maybe some people calling you to do some shifts when you are off and you're like, I do my shifts, I work, I do what I'm supposed to do. Now that it's time for me, it's just for me and my family. Boundaries can look like saying no at that kind of instance. So it will mean different things for you, it will mean different things for me. And it takes you being able to identify where you're not feeling so good about certain things, to recognize areas where you need to set the boundaries. So I've mentioned 3 things. The first is recognizing your emotions and processing it. The second is to develop positive self-talk. The third thing is setting boundaries. And the fourth thing is to build a support system. A support system could be in terms of your friends, your spouse, people around you that would encourage you, people around you that will give you new perspective to things. Perspective in the sense that when something happens, there's a way you see it. It might just be this way and it looks like there's no way out. This person has done this, has done that, going for them, But when you speak to somebody else, they see it from an outsider perspective and they can give you new perspective. So support system will give you new perspective, they will give you comfort, they will uplift you. It's good for your health. It's good to be able to build mental strength, emotional strength. So build a support system around you, set boundaries, focus on self-compassion. I have a video on perfectionism. If you just scroll back, you'll see a video on perfectionism. You can listen to it. When you just want to do everything right, feeling like you'll do anything right. And the truth is, there is no award for not asking for help. There's no award for doing things 100% right all the time. There's no award for being confident 100% of the time, because the truth is we are human and these lapses would always be there. There's no award for not making mistakes. So practice self-compassion, especially when you fall short, because those are the moments that you need it the most. The times when you feel like I haven't done this, the times when you feel like I haven't done that, those are the times that you need to focus on self-compassion. Those are the times that you need it the most. Be kind to yourself even when you've not done things right. Be kind to yourself when you feel you're falling short. Instead of trying to be a perfectionist, instead of just Be kind to yourself. Be compassionate. Catch yourself when you're being your critic, when you're being when you're criticizing, you're judging yourself, condemning yourself. Those are the times you need to catch yourself. I spoke about positive self-talk earlier. Catch yourself when you're judging yourself harshly, because when you do, you'll feel bad about it and it just holds you back. So it's something you need to identify and work on. And lastly, focus on small, consistent habits, things that will build you, that will help you. For instance, it could be exercising, it could be keeping up with some of your friends, because we're all busy. We might just every week I try to be in touch. That way is conscious, is deliberate, is depositing in people's emotional banks. It's helping you as well, building you up, because you are constantly trying to be in the life of this person. This person is important to me. I keep making calls to them. It might not be every day, but the minute we talk properly, we build each other up. We hold each other up in prayers, we do this, we do that. So little things like that can help you. I hope that you've picked one or two things that can help you from the tips I've shared in building emotional strength. Till I see you next time, thank you for staying to the end. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and share this video with anybody that you know would need to hear this. Bye for now.